Now we are going to start, friends. Good morning. Now we are going to start another combination of capacitor. Last time we have discussed about series combination, and right now we are discussing about parallel combination. So parallel combination of capacitors. Parallel combination. See, here I am going to show you the parallel combination. It is like this. This is C1, this is C2. When capacitors, see, this is only one potential difference, one battery is connected with more than one capacitors. So such kind of combination is said to be a parallel combination. So when more than one capacitors are connected with one battery, that is potential difference, then it is said to be a parallel combination. What is the important thing is here, in series combination, all the capacitors have same quantity of charge, but the potential difference is different for each capacitor. But here we have all the capacitors are having same potential difference but different electric charges. So all have charges are different but potential difference V1, V2, V3 is all are same. So total charge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2, but Q is equal to CV. So your CV is equal to C1V plus C2V. That means again V is common. So C is equal to C1 plus C2. You got the result. Suppose you have so many connections are there, so many capacitors are there. So if we have n capacitors, so C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus dot 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 Cn. Also let C1 is equal to C2 is equal to dot 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 Cn is equal to C. That means all are the same. So that means C equivalent is equal to C plus n times. So it is C equivalent is equal to n into C. So it is said that when capacitors are connected in parallel, then the equivalent capacitance is more than any capacitance in the connection. So the equivalent capacitance in parallel combination is more than any capacitor Okay, so this is one more theory for you guys. Now we are going to discuss about one more theory of this chapter, and that is energy stored in capacitor. See, here we are going to discuss to derive a formula for the energy stored in the capacitor. See beta, here we have a capacitor. For this plate positive charge, for this plate negative charge. Here we have two plates and they have different charges, but quantity is same. Okay, so here I'm going to discuss that how is the energy stored in this capacitor. So friends, see here plus Q charge, Q dash charge, here minus Q dash charge. When any positive Q charge is taken from this plate 2, this is plate 2 and this is plate 1. So any charges, positive charges, are taken from plate 2 and sent it to the plate 1. So in this process we have to do some kind of work, and that work is stored as the potential energy of this capacitor. Okay, so let we have two plates having same area. Plate 1 has plus Q dash and plate 2 has minus Q dash charges. Both have different charges. So the work done to take plus q charge from plate 2 to plate 1 we have to do some work. And this work done okay, this work done is stored as the potential energy into the capacitor. Because such kind of work is stored as the potential energy in the capacitors. Okay, now you know the formula. V is equal to, here we have q dash charge upon C. This formula you know that because here plate has q dash charge. Okay, and C is the capacitance of this capacitor. Now we are thinking about that delta q dash charge is smaller charge, and that charge is taken from 2 and sent it to 1. So let delta q dash charge is taken from plate 2 and send it to 1. The work done for this process is delta W. So see, delta W is equal to V delta Q dash. But you know that delta W is equal to V is equal to Q dash upon C delta Q dash. So beta we are taking integration dW is equal to 1 upon C integration Q dash dQ dash from 0 to Q. So that means W is equal to 1 upon C and here Q dash square upon 2, 0 to Q. Now this Q is replacing by this value, 2 values Q dash is replacing. So W is equal to 1 upon C Q square by 2 minus 0 square by 2. So that means our result is Q square upon 2C. This is first. Now Q is equal to, you know that CV. So W is equal to C square V square upon 2C. This one cut. So W is equal to 1/2 CV square. So this is our potential energy. This is our potential energy. Okay, so friends, see, today these both are important theories. Once again I am going to repeat second theory, and that is to derive the formula for the energy stored in the capacitor. Here we have two plates and this is one capacitor. Its capacitance is C. So one plate has positive charge, another has negative charge. When from plate 2 any charge is taken and to send it to plate number 1, we have to do some kind of work, and that work is stored as the potential energy in this capacitor. So here V is the potential difference. This formula you already know. So now let I am taking delta Q dash charge from 1 to charge is taken from plate 2 and sent it to 1. So the work done for this process is delta W, and so now we have a formula. Delta W is equal to V delta Q dash. So now here 1 upon C Q dash D Q dash. So by integration we will get this result, and replacing by this formula I will get U is equal to 1/2 CV square. If you find any kind of question then call me beta. Thank you very much.